Join me as I dive into the depths of the ocean to find out if mermaids really have ghost friends. The world of mermaids has always been shrouded in mystery and intrigue. From ancient legends to modern-day adaptations, these mystical creatures have captured our imagination like no other. But have you ever wondered, do mermaids have ghost friends? It's a question that might seem strange, but stick with me, and we'll explore the fascinating world of mermaids and their potential connection to the spirit realm. Understanding the folklore surrounding mermaids and ghosts is no easy feat. These are two vastly different entities, each with their own rich history and cultural significance. Mermaids, on one hand, are often depicted as seductive and mysterious creatures, luring sailors to their doom with their enchanting voices. On the other hand, ghosts are entities that haunt our imagination, often evoking fear and unease. So, how do these two worlds intersect? One of the biggest challenges we face when exploring the connection between mermaids and ghosts is the sheer lack of concrete evidence. Folklore and mythology are often murky, and it's difficult to separate fact from fiction. Moreover, the stories we do have are often fragmented, passed down through oral traditions, and open to interpretation. This makes it even harder to pinpoint exactly how mermaids and ghosts might interact. Despite these challenges, it's clear that the idea of mermaids and ghosts coexisting has been around for centuries. In many coastal cultures, mermaids are believed to be messengers between the living and the dead, carrying the spirits of the deceased to the afterlife. This blurs the line between the physical and spiritual realms, opening up the possibility of mermaids interacting with ghostly entities that are in many modern adaptations. Mermaids are depicted as having a deep connection to the spirit world. For example, in some Native American cultures, mermaids are believed to be the guardians of the ocean, tasked with keeping the balance between the physical and spiritual realms. This connection to the spirit world raises questions about the nature of their relationships with ghostly entities. Are they friends, allies, or even something more? Delving deeper into the myths and legends surrounding mermaids, we find stories of underwater cities, hidden temples, and ancient artifacts. In many of these tales, mermaids are depicted as having a deep understanding of the mysteries of the ocean, including the secrets of the dead. For example, in Greek mythology, the sirens were said to have the power to control the oceans and summon the spirits of the dead. This raises questions about the extent of their connection to the ghostly realm that is in another legend, the Japanese folklore of the ninjyo. Mermaids are said to have the power to grant eternal youth and beauty to those who please them. However, this comes at a terrible cost, as the recipient is slowly consumed by the spirit of the mermaid. This blurs the line between the physical and spiritual realms, suggesting that mermaids may have a certain level of control over the ghostly entities that inhabit the ocean. One of the most compelling stories that suggests mermaids do, in fact, have ghost friends comes from the Caribbean. In this legend, mermaids are said to have the power to summon the spirits of the dead, using them to aid them in times of need. This is particularly interesting, as it suggests that mermaids may have a level of agency over the ghostly realm, using them as allies or even friends. Another fascinating story comes from ancient Assyria, where mermaids were believed to be the guardians of the underworld. In this myth, mermaids were said to have the power to communicate with the dead, guiding them through the underworld and protecting them from harm. This raises questions about the level of intimacy between mermaids and ghostly entities, suggesting that they may have a deep and abiding connection. In yet another legend, the mermaids of European folklore are said to have the power to lure sailors to their doom with their enchanting voices. However, this is not just a simple case of seduction. In many stories, the mermaids are said to be summoning the spirits of the dead, using them to do their bidding. This blurs the line between the physical and spiritual realms, suggesting that mermaids may have a level of control over the ghostly entities that inhabit the ocean that we've seen. The connection between mermaids and ghosts is complex and multifaceted. From ancient legends to modern-day adaptations, it's clear that these two entities have been intertwined for centuries. So, do mermaids really have ghost friends? The answer is a resounding maybe. While we can't say for certain, the evidence suggests that there's more to this story than we initially thought. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the depths of the ocean.